What's up, everybody? How's it going? I like the Hajj. The Hajj emote, Tyler. I can't believe I got up to 1900. I put more work into Shaymin than I definitely remember doing. Why is it always smooch up? Is my game bugged? My swarm is always smoochum. Meganium was on the team. You know, that's a great question, Tyler. I can't remember either. I really should probably have... I should probably have something besides Spore on. Well, Spore would work for Darkrai and Arceus, but definitely not for Shaymin. Oh. I love how you remember the terminology for it, Tyler. This style clashes so much. The My Sims chibi look with tiny Meganium model looks so not correct. It's just such a clash. I don't know. Like, Meganium just looks like it got hit by a shrink ray. What's up, everybody? Alright, Synchronize, Alakazam. Executor and Banette were here as last case, or as worst case scenario for Arceus. I guess Smeargle... I mean, I can still false swipe Shaymin. Well. Let's add some more to the list, chat. We'll get over 2,000. Oh, I forgot the... Can we get rid of the... affection stuff in Pokemon? It's more annoying than it is actually endearing. Kyu-un. Yeah, Chad, I haven't done Shaymin in quite a bit. It's been a hot minute. Let's see, I ended on 321 for Arceus, 1900 for Shaymin, and 625 for Darkrai. Those are what my numbers are looking like right now. Shaymin's really nice because I can just walk forward and walk back, and it's not a problem. Oh, good IVs. No, I shiny hunted Shaymin maybe in like October? I want to say fall of last year. Okay, Meganium just gets in my way every time. Every time I walk backwards. I need a lot of green shinies, chat. I debated over a lot of green shiny hunts that I could have done today. But I feel like Shaymin's a appropriate one for St. Patrick's Day. Alright, Meganium is just in the way. I really don't remember why I have it on the team. I don't remember what I did with that. I do not remember customizing my trainer. That's so weird that they have customizing for this game. I guess because they didn't update Dawn and Lucas's look. Shaymin doesn't have a particularly high catch rate, right? This might be one of my least favorite Pokemon battle themes. I don't know, it's not one of my favorites. Back in 1906. Breathing perfectly in sync with each other. That is definitely the vibe. Yeah. Can you get glasses in this game? I don't even remember. Is there some sort of technology that will count, that will up, I have to keep hitting the button. Yep, hop, hop. I could keep getting a new Alakazam, but the same thing is gonna happen. As long as I keep throwing it into battle, its affection will just go up. Yeah, I need... If only I had like 15 copies of BDSP and 15 Switches, Tyler, then maybe I'd be the booperiest on all of Twitch. Yeah, I've thought about that for a while, Tyler. Like, does something like that exist? They were too busy putting all the technology into Kaizo Ironmon or whatever. Is Alakazam soft? Out here asking the real questions. Rubbery? I'll get to everybody's birth years soon. including my own. Maybe Shaymin 1993 will be the chosen one. I had a feeling I needed to charge my damn controller. This controller does not hold a charge anymore. It's lasted me many years, though. Yeah, if I only had 4,000 copies, I think I would, like, incinerate my home if I had 4,000 switches plugged in. I think the whole... I would just set the whole place ablaze if I had that kind of setup. What's up, everybody? We are shiny hunting Shaymin, back on the Shaymin grind. We're rapidly approaching 2K. What's up, guys? I'm shiny hunting 0.00001% Feebas, and today I have 5,000 copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield connected. Do the flowers move? No. It's such a static background, like the flat ground and the static unmoving flowers. The flowers in the overworld move, but when you're in a battle, they don't. Why did they stick Shaymin all the way out here? I always wondered this back in the original Diamond and Pearl. It's like they had no idea where they wanted to put Shaymin, so they were like... just have it outside, like, Victory Road. Sure. Sure, go with it. It's weird to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl again. Every time I open this game back up, it's like... wow, yeah, this really does play like this. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, wow, that's... yep. Yeah, that's the technology. You gotta have your 5K switches and your 5K emulators. Shiny hunting has never been easier. They gave a mythical Pokemon an entire dungeon and a route. What's everybody's favorite mythical, like, in-game? Like, little thing they did for like, Deoxys's... like, Triangle Island, Victini. Can I say Arceus, even though they never released the event back in Gen 4? Yeah, I don't even know how... having, like, 20 shiny setups on your screen, it's like... is this for, like, the TikTok kids that like to watch Family Guy at the same time? How do you even control all that shit? Hey guys, it's your boy Shiny Hunter 5000 here. I'm $200,000 in credit card debt, and I have 5,000 switches. Pecharunt and Manaphy. I liked Pecharunt a lot. This is a new layout, Braylon.
Welcome back.
Hey! WD with the 8 months! Thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Alright, let's get a Clover on Booper. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Whoops. My layering is not correct. Where is Booper? Oh, I get it. There we go. So for any subs or resubs today, Booper will obtain a Clover. As it is the Day of Green, St. Patrick's Day. This will surely provide luck in getting Shaymin, right? Yeah, no mythicals in Dynamax Adventures. Very sad. I would love to get Deoxys, chat. If I could shiny hunt any... Well, I mean, Victini would be a great one, too. But Deoxys would probably be the highest on my mythical list. This event was lit. Yeah, I don't know why they did this. The fact that the events were so limited time, and they barely advertised for it either. Super weird. Community will find a way to activate it at some point. They shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have just made it so limited time. Like, didn't it only last for like a month or two? When I say limited time, chat, it was like blink and you miss it. And wouldn't... It doesn't make any sense because wouldn't you want to sell more copies? Like, wouldn't you want people to be like, oh, I can shiny hunt Shaymin in BDSP. Let me pick up a copy of Shining Pearl. They've made a lot of weird anti-shiny type decisions that I honestly have think lost them sales. Probably not a significant amount of sales, but sales. Nonetheless, you know. Shaymin does have a very sweet cry. Shaymin's great. I really love Shaymin. Yeah, and then you have to think about this game, and then immediately PLA came out. It's like they decided we're gonna let them in for BDSP, but we're gonna lock them in PLA. Manaphy being locked... Oh. Every time I think about Manaphy being locked in these two games, it hurts me. It hurts me as a person. Yeah, you don't even have to count mythicals. Most of them are impossibly difficult to get, like Manaphy. Unavailable, like Victini or Hoopa. Japanese only, unless you count Pogo for Mew. Shiny hunting most mythicals is very, very difficult. And for a lot of the recent ones, impossible. You can't get Zarude shiny. You can't get Marshadow. Volcanion is like all of these mythicals are just locked. Yeah, Jirachi and Manaphy are both excruciating. Like, what was it about Zero Aura where they were like, yeah, we're gonna have a really cool community event and people can get Zero Aura. And like, that's it. That's all we've had since. They're so inconsistent. Shiny Diancie was a giveaway at a movie event in Japan. Yeah, it's like... just terrible. Honestly, it's a miracle that Shaymin, Darkrai, and Arceus are available in this game. With how they've behaved, especially with the locking of the legendaries and Indigo Disc, I'm surprised they're not just locked. I am surprised they didn't just outright lock them. I swear the Pogo stuff is influencing. Like, why give out a shiny mythical for free when you can charge $15 for it on Pogo? My tinfoil hat increases in size every day. Yeah, it's like whenever we talk about Indigo Disc, people came into my chat and were like, I'm not going to buy the DLC because I can't shiny hunt the legendaries. That decision lost them money. I remember when that news first dropped that they were shiny locked and it was like, wow. Are you for real? Are you actually for realsies? It turns out, yes, they were indeed for real. Yeah, it's gonna be sad when that shuts down, isn't it? Apparently Mario, I couldn't think of the name for a second. Mario Maker has like one undefeated level left and everybody's trying to rush and beat them all before online goes down. There's something just so sad about when online goes down, chat. Like the end of an era. Also, it's just completely, you know, I understand why they do it, but I don't have to like it. A CFW 3DS. Hacking the 3DS is, at least back when I did it, it was not very easy. Oh, you got some shiny sand? Nice. Sandy and Palo are both S-tier shinies. Easy. Easy S-tiers. Yeah, Nintendo, TPCI, they all have, you know, literally billions of dollars. They could keep them on if they wanted to. I'm gonna have Shaymin's cry permanently stuck in my brain for all time. I mean, hacking any sort of system is always daunting. Like, you could screw up and permanently brick your console. It's usually a lot of steps and instructions you have to follow. It's usually a lengthy process. I mean, I'm streaming, chat. I'm not just sitting here watching like a YouTube video or something. Oh my god, they use Bidoof. There, I can turn it down. Also, again, it's always smooch 'em. I've had smooch 'em as my swarm in this game for like 500 days straight. Yoon to you as well, Shaymin. A copy of Platinum is almost 40 bucks on eBay. That makes me really mad. There's no reason they can't re-release these old games, especially this year. Especially this year. Yeah, be really careful of fakes when you're buying old Pokemon games, chat, which is... God, there's like several levels of misery if you're trying to buy an old Pokemon game. First, the cost. Second, is it legit? Platinum emulates quite well. So I've heard. I found you, faker. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my— I make you eat those words. An abandoned mon. That's a good term. I like that. Abandoned mon. That's what we should call the elemental monkeys. Abandoned mons. Forgotten. What's up, Distruggle? At least we know Furfrou is coming back, right, chat? What if the elemental monkeys aren't in PLZA? Yeah, sure, let's get you to bed, Grandma. They never return again. I wonder how many people actually have them shiny. Did they announce who's voicing Shadow yet? No. I'm missing a lot from Gen 5 for my shiny list, chat. I'm missing a lot. Furfrou included, of course. I wonder if they're gonna give Furfrou some new cuts for PLZA. maybe like a time period specific, like whenever PLZA is the time period it's set in, they could have a time appropriate cut for Furfrou. That'd be really cute, actually. All the monkey shinies are terrible. Yeah, they're not great. The first ones anyway, the pans. You can give Zygarde a haircut. I would love to give Zygarde a haircut. That's all I want in PLZA now. I mean, people are still spreading rumors about Gen 5 remakes, so it truly never stops. I like Alakazam's knee pads. Alakazam looks like it's ready to go rollerblading. Like, where's Watchhog been, chat? The monkeys aren't the only Gen 5ers we haven't seen in quite a long time. Yeah, I've seen that too, Tyler. Again, from a marketing standpoint, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. They never patched Spinda in this game. That's so egregious, isn't it? That is so egregious. Imagine promising to fix your broken games and then never fixing them. Oh, man. I think they'll do the same thing they did with PLA. Where they'll take, like, I don't know, Turtwig, Totodile, Fennekin or something, who knows. I want to see improvements over the Hisui starters in PLA. I really wish they would just commit and give the whole line a form and not just the final stage. But they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Yeah, Gen 3 has suffered so much, man. Spinda, Kecleon, Flygon. I was never big on contests in the Diamond and Pearl games. I liked contests in Gen 3. But in Gen 4, I don't know, it felt like I could never get into them as much. I want to see a land Charizard. Or that one, like, fake Mon I saw where it was a, kind of like a Maleficent-looking Charizard that kind of resembled the colors of Zygarde. They could very much improve Empoleon. Absolutely. I've never had any problems with Piplup. Most of Gen 3's Mega Evolutions are ugly as shit. Yeah, it's always scary, right? Empoleon and Superior for PLZA. What if they took a recent starter, chat? What if they took somebody from, like, Gen 8? They definitely gotta take somebody from 5, right? Because, well, I mean, Oshawott was just in PLA. But Tepig and Snivy have been AWOL. Yeah, they could pick Scorbunny. I could see all 3 of them. What if they picked, like, Rillaboom and they gave it, like, a really snazzy new haircut? Are there any, like, big instruments that are French in origin that they could give to Rillaboom instead of a drum? The French horn. That would be hysterical, though. I would actually like to pick Rillaboom if that was the case. Monkey go doot doot. Honestly, you know who would work? Inteleon. I feel like you could definitely make a very French Inteleon. Also, Inteleon is pretty popular in Japan. Inteleon was the only one of the 3 to ever get, like, a really big plush release, which is super funny. Mustache Inteleon with a spy beret? That would go hard. Inteleon with a handlebar mustache would be so funny. They could have it be like, ancient or future looker ancestors, ace Pokemon. They just give Inteleon, like, a fake nose and a mustache and a really big trench coat. What's up, Devilish? That would be so funny. Inspector Clouseau. How are they gonna do it, though? Are we gonna get Calosian forms? Calosian forms? And Mega Evolutions? We just don't have enough information, chat. What's up, Two Heart? Liepard becomes Pink Panther? Okay, but that's a great idea. I would love that. Also, Liepard rules. I'd love to see Liepard get something cool. New region name? I'm pretty sure they said it was still Kalos. Or did they not? I don't remember. Ekans gets a new form. Ooh, I would love that. I would always stand behind my boy Arbok getting something. A Spoink Swarm? Hey, you know who would also be fun to get a form or something? Grumpig. Yeah, it's like Brute Bonnet and Iron Hands. Snore. I sleep. The only one that expects for the region to be available and not just the city. I mean, according to that tweet, it's just the city, but who knows? Again, they've showed us so little, it's really hard to speculate when we were given tiny little crumbs. You hate that you can't breed Paradox Pokemon? Yeah, it's like... I guess the robots, it makes sense, but then you can't just have... You can't just have one exclusive side that can have eggs and the other can't. Speaking of the paradoxes, chat, I changed my home screen background on my phone to that really cool Iron Crown TCG art. The one for Leaves is cool too, but Iron Leaves is pretty lame. I like Crown way more than Leaves. But the art is so cool. It's like they're on Mars. It's like they're on alien planets. I don't really have much interest in that set, but those two cards are really sick. Yeah, I mean, we only got, what? Tauros and Wooper in Gen 9, and then Convergent / RF Fakes. What's up, Proto Man? I really hope that Lumiose will have like a catacombs that we can explore. They better bring that little spooky ghost girl back. I need another spooky thing in a Pokemon game. The fact that there isn't one in Scarlet and Violet is a crime. If it's just the city, you're disappointed already. Yeah, it's hard to imagine, like... Is there gonna be grassy areas? How does that work in just a city? Are we gonna be city planning? You named your Spiritomb after that girl? That's fun. I mean, even Sword and Shield had a little spooky ghost girl, chat. Scarlet and Violet had absolutely nothing. I'd be down for some Pokemon SimCity. I really would. I mean, the way they showed... The way it was presented in the trailer, I could see it? That would be such a different thing for Pokemon. Yeah, I hope there's more battles this time around. Also, I really hope that PLZA is the game where they finally get NPCs down. Because in PLA, they're all static. They don't move. And then in Scarlet and Violet, they're just on a loop. They're just, they just have like a static programming. They don't run from the rain like NPCs do in like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. They're very boring. Yeah, more lively. That's a good way of putting it, Tyler. I hope they're more lively. Paid taxes. I would love to charge people taxes in Pokemon PLZA. Pokemon. I don't think it had anything to do with Spain being the region. I just think they just didn't have time. Because there's been spooky stuff in, like, almost every Pokemon game. An issue with 4 gigs of RAM, then how come Tears of the Kingdom did it? And Breath of the Wild did it? The NPCs in those games are great. I'm not saying it's helpful. But I also stand by the fact that I think PLZA is gonna come out on the Switch too, which chat seems to vehemently disagree with me about. I don't understand why people always want to blame the Switch. People have come in here and gone on, like, tirades, manifestos about the Switch, and it's like, well then how come other games do it perfectly fine? And you say that and, like, you just don't get a good response back. It's like... I just don't get it. Like, yeah, the Switch is not the most powerful console. No shit. But then also, why can other games do the same thing but way better? And run way smoother? I just don't understand why it's always the Switch. It's never Game Freak and their incompetence. It's always the Switch's fault. Like, you have to keep in mind that most of Pokemon's life cycle as a brand has been pixel art. 2D, very simple pixel games. The transition into the Switch has been very rough for them, and the 3DS as well. Like, I don't know, man. All is coming from inside the house. The people who blame the Switch are Game Freak apologists. But don't you know kids, like, don't care about Mario or something? You caught your first shiny in the low FPS water. That's an authentic Scarlet and Violet experience right there. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Welcome back.
Hey, Proto Man with the 9 months. Thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Welcome back. All right, let's add another Clover to the Booper. How about right on the tail? Perfect, beautiful. Don't expect Red Dead Redemption 2 level detail. Yeah. Like, Game Freak just doesn't know how to optimize their games. I love Sip. That's such a good emote. Not to toot my own emote horn or anything. Like, PLA ran mostly okay. I really do think it's just like they went for too much. The open world was too much for them as a small studio to handle. Yeah, like, I feel like for how much games are, they should run well. Exactly. Like, you're paying your hard-earned money for these products. They should function as intended. Like, and games are only gonna get more expensive. I imagine all the games on the Switch 2 are probably gonna be $70. Like, Tears of the Kingdom was a small a small look at what's to come, I'm afraid. That's why I think a lot of indie games are, or even not to bring up Pal World, but even those games, you know, Pal World was only, when it first launched, it was $26. 26 bucks is a lot more affordable than 60 plus tax. Even more, depending on where you live. Like, if you're paying in CAD, that's like $5 million. AAA games go for 90 CAD. That is so much money. That is so much money. Pal World is getting its first big update. They're gonna have like a raid boss event. Yeah, paying $100 for a game that runs like ass and crashes how many times? For Pokemon Dash. The most bang for your buck Pokemon game of all time. That poker card game made more profit than Suicide Squad. Yeah, like Stardew Valley is getting a big update. I've gotten so many hours of content from these. I think I got Stardew Valley. Or actually, I was gifted a copy of Stardew Valley. But if I paid for it, I would have gotten my money out of it 50 times over. 50 billion times over. I don't know, it's like Sega charging full price for that Sonic Superstars. Especially the week that Mario Wonder came out. It's like, what are you guys doing? Who runs these companies? Alright, fellas, we're gonna release our new Sonic game the week of a big new Mario release and charge full price for it. That's gonna go great. Like, who are they kidding? Who are we kidding here? Yeah, is Rocksteady even gonna survive this? Or are they gonna go under? Because it's certainly not looking great. The games industry is in the shadow realm right now. It's kind of incredible how much Sonic has been kneecapped by Sega. So many awful decisions have been made from higher-ups that have absolutely obliterated Sonic's own titles. Most of these higher-ups don't care or play video games. Oh, absolutely. It's just like the movie industry. It's just like the Warner Brothers guy trying to tax right off the Acme vs. Coyote movie. It's the same thing. Yeah, you think you think Multiverses is gonna come back and be a smash hit? Oh. Movies ain't quite dead yet. Good to know. Yeah, and the Batwoman movie. That's never gonna see the light of day. I can't imagine how devastating that is. Imagine you're an actor or even just, you know, an editor or cinematography, a lighting person, audio, sound. And you go through all this hard work and you make a movie and then they just throw it in the recycling bin. And the bin, they just bin it. It's over. You don't get to put that on your resume. It's just... Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But you get what I mean. All that hard work for what? So nobody can see it. I don't think Xbox is gonna last the next 10 years. They're... Oh, speaking of Xbox, chat, I saw a new... They had like a Final Fantasy branded Xbox, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty sick. It's a toy. It's not real. It was a fake Xbox. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool for a neat, like, console, but no, it was a lie, actually. Apparently, if you win, they send you an actual real Xbox along with the toy prop one. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Yeah, I think Microsoft is gonna be out of the game in a few years. It's not looking great. It's not looking great for them. That email that leaked of Phil Spencer, wanting to buy Nintendo is the funniest thing in the world. Also, Japan is not going to allow one of their biggest companies to be bought by an American company. That will never happen. They don't, as if they had the money for it anyway. I mean, Sony isn't exactly putting out tons of games right now either. Everything on the PS5 has been like a sequel to their big successes on the PS4. Legendaries I need to shiny hunt in this game. I have a counter for Arceus and Darkrai. So I basically need the big 3 mythicals. And release new IPs. Oh, absolutely. I mean, another thing about the man, it's just a mess. I don't even have words. Like, it's just, everything is just a mess. Oh, you're doing Palkia? I got Dialga through Dynamax Adventures. And Tina. I do need to pick up Palkia at some point. Are full odds? Yes. The shiny charm in this game is a sham, chat. If you, for some ungodly reason, ever pick up this game and you have no desire to hatch eggs, don't bother with the shiny charm because it's worthless. It's not good. We're in 1990, chat. Back in the 90s. If you want any shiny legendaries, chat, Dynamax is the way to go. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug, I guess. I don't know. I can't imagine being loyal to any of... These are big billion-dollar corporations who don't give a single fuck about you. Who, like... Couldn't be me. 1992! Yeah, I've owned a console from all three at some point. I mean, honestly... I probably love PC gaming the most. Yeah, I've had fun with all of them at some point. Alright. It's the year of my birth. And Shaymin is not shiny. Betrayer. Yeah, if Sony's barely got anything going on, what is coming out on the Xbox? Happy birthday, thanks. Plusle is in the trophy garden. Ooh, that's a bad shiny. That's a not a good shiny. The only gen you had all three consoles for was 7. If you wanted to fix a shiny, it would be Plusle. Yeah, Plusle... Minun's is great. I love Minun's shiny. I don't know what went wrong with Plusles. I don't know what happened there. Hey, thanks for the raid. I always forget that you can actually do that on YouTube. Why did I choose Beta Wooper? I think Beta Wooper chose me. I don't remember. It's funny. PS2 GameCube era is a close second. GameCube's my favorite console. Do I think the Kalos region is bland? Kalos has a lot of interesting places. It's the story that's bland. Chat, I gotta play through X and Y again, chat. I saw a really funny thing that I don't remember from the story. So it was Callum, but I'm sure Serena says the same thing. But Callum basically has a bit of dialogue. I don't know why everybody... It's Lysander, Sycamore, and Diantha are weirdly nice to Lysander too, but Callum basically says they both had a point. Callum said that Lysander had a point. What are you... Callum, what are you talking about? Callum, what are you what point did Lysander have? What point would that be, Callum? Please educate me. Lysander was right. I do not remember, I don't remember your rival saying that one. It's like that bit of dialogue where Lysander goes on a rant talking about, like, filth. And Sycamore is like, wow, what a passionate guy. What's going on with the story in Gen 6, chat? What's going on with the story in Gen 6? That's crazy. Lysander's just ranting and raving and being a lunatic. And everybody's like, wow, what a passionate guy. Oh. Okay. Alright, Shaymin 2K. Not shiny. Yeah, Lysander has gotta be the biggest Pokemon crackpot. Like, if you saw Lysander come in, you would, like, cross the street. That guy just exudes weirdo energy. He ain't, that boy ain't right. That boy ain't right. It took you almost 3K to get your shiny. That's not too bad. I would be okay with 3K. Yeah, in Pokemon Y, he wants to kill everybody, and in Pokemon X, I think he wants everybody to be immortal. It's... What is he going for? What do they mean? What inspired Game Freak to tell this story? Also, this is very nitpicky, but did it ever bother anybody else that your rival doesn't wear their hat in X and Y? Callum and Serena don't have hats on. Why? That has always bothered me. Why? Why don't they have their hats? Why did they take them away? Super weird. X and Y is just made of tons of little super weird decisions. I love Serena's design. Callum is super boring, though. It's nice because Serena's blonde. I like when they... It's just like Chris. You thought it was the same for both? I thought so too! I thought so too until I saw recently that there are in fact slight dialogue changes between X and Y. Make everybody immortal. Like, what? He's the reverse Thanos in Pokemon X. Why are you crying? Pokemon. Flooding the earth or drying up the oceans. Which one is scarier? I feel like Groudon... Groudon has the scarier music. When the drought happens, that's a scary track. That's one of Pokemon's scariest music tracks. Because the sun being permanently, blazingly bright, like, you would just roast. Your skin, you would just get sunburn. Yeah, we could do Waterworld if Kyogre took over. We would all just burn to a crisp if it was Groudon. Who's the most evil Pokemon team? Probably Team Rocket. Like, Getsus, I think, is the most evil person in Pokemon. But that's just Getsus. Aqua and Magma are just goobers. Team Rocket actively, like, steals Pokemon. And in the original, you know, they had whips. Something you would never see in a modern day Pokemon title, a whip. There was a lot of trainers that had whips in Gen 1, straight up. Yeah, Team Rocket is the Mafia. Yeah, Team Rocket has their heart in the right place. That kid deserved to have his Rattata stolen from him, Callum. He actually deserved his Rattata to be stolen. I don't know, with a lot of teams like Flare and Galactic, it's mostly like Lysander and Cyrus running the show. I don't know how much Saturn and Mars actually believe in the weird shit that Cyrus is saying. You know what I mean? Oh, actually the answer is Team Star. Do you consider Team Star bullies, chat? I saw some media literacy discussion over Team Star about how they're quote-unquote misunderstood. What's up, Midnight? Team Star is Scarlet Violet. They are that forgettable. I don't blame anybody for forgetting that they exist. They're just losers. It's like they're supposed to be like victims of bullying, right? Cyrus was doing it for himself alone. Yeah, absolutely. Same thing with Lysander, I feel like. Evil faction because I was bullied and skipped class. Yeah, I'm not saying Team Yell is evil. They're like Team Skull, but way worse. way less, endearing. Marnie bad. If you want to talk like the worst teams, it's definitely Team Yell. I don't even know why they were called a team. It felt like they were called a team to check off a box that Game Freak had. Like every Pokemon, every new generation has to have a team. Actually, the team from Sword and Shield is Team Macrocosmos. My favorite team. That's why you like PLA so much, because it bucks a lot of checkmark items. Yeah, I like PLA's story as well. Marnie could have been a neat villain. I mean, they could have given her literally any speck of personality or dialogue, and they chose not to, so... But she's not the only one devoid of any sort of personality or interesting character traits in Gen 8. Yeah, exactly, Cacturn. This would be way more painful if I had to. Oh boy, 2016. What a year. Team Yell. They have Team Yell and I guess Macrocosmos, which are the goons that work for Rose, that you fight for like 2 seconds. DLC rival has more personality than your main game rivals. You have issues. Yeah, honestly, Clara and Avery just being nasty nasties was kind of funny. Oh yeah, the Aether Foundation. I always think of Team Skull when I think of 7. The Aether Foundation genuinely feels pretty creepy when they do their when they become the villains. The Aether Foundation is one of the few times where it was, at least to me, like you're actively infiltrating a base. And all the goons are out there waiting to fight you. Patrolling. I guess you do, like, that in Team Rocket's bases, of course. I did like that Guzma was working with Lusamine. Him getting dragged to the, into the portal and being there before you fight Lusamine Nihilego was always pretty funny. Rainbow Rocket sucked. That was such a nothing burger, like, we had to make this game in a year, guys. Here. Throw in some nostalgia bait. Trick them into buying this, this game we had to crank out in 1 year. to use the Festival Plaza. If I ever made a list of, like, worst things in a Pokemon game of all time, oh boy, Festival Plaza would sure be up there. Yeah, in theory, a Rainbow Rocket with all the villains would be kind of fun, but they didn't do enough with it. It's so short, you're just doing regurgitated Team Rocket puzzles and fighting grunts, and you get one interesting conversation with each evil leader, and that's it. Okay. I've never even, like... The fact that Giovanni is behind it all, too, and uses, like, Mega Mewtwo. I don't know, it feels out of character? Is that a weird critique? Giovanni doesn't seem like the type of guy that would get all these other bozos in. He seems like somebody that would want to handle it with him and his own crew. Also, going from Mega Mewtwo X and Y from the armored Mewtwo and like the anime and the movie, downgrade. I can't take Giovanni busting out Mega Mewtwo Y seriously. Honestly, when I played through was it Ultra Moon last year or the year before? The fight that gave me the hardest time was Faba. Outside before I even got in. So shout out to Faba. Aether's most fearsome warrior. You don't think evil teams need to be complicated to be good? Oh, definitely not. I mean, Team Rocket works. Team Rocket is very simple. But even then, there's a lot of... Like, you have Silver and... Clearly the fact that Ariana's his mother. Team Rocket has some fun stuff. I like Archer a lot. All the admins in Rocket that they added in Heart Gold and Soul Silver are great. And, like, they want money and power. Understandable. I get it. Like, what is Lysander... Who wants to make the world beautiful? What does that even mean? What does that mean? What's up, Shadow Wolf? Ed Sheeran is your Pokemon rival? Understandable. Reminder, chat, if you didn't know this, Ed Sheeran voices a Pikachu in Pokemon Horizons, and I'm not kidding. That's real. That's a real thing that happened. You can hear him go, Pikachu! They killed Giovanni in the first movie only for him to survive in the anime. I kind of see, like, the anime continuity as, like, DC or Marvel. No one's ever truly dead. They can just do whatever they want with whatever canon. Does K-Freak love Ed Sheeran or does he love them? That's a great question. As I knock everything over on my desk. That's a great question. I would love to know the answer to that. Because I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I loved having to mute the credits to Scarlet and Violet because I would get copyright stricken if I didn't. That's awesome. Thanks, Game Freak. That was great. I love when video games have copyright music that I I have to mute or dodge. What's up, Zarok? Who are they gonna bring back for Gen 10? Are we gonna keep getting, like, celebrity songs? Is that gonna be how it goes? Oh, you got 2 shiny piggies? Nice. Congrats. I don't know if I can handle if they bring back Cynthia for more ineffective, really unfunny. Why did I say ineffective? Unfunny Gen 5 memes. Honestly, bring somebody like Diantha back and actually give her some character. That'd be nice. Copyright strike is super effective, it is. Hop, because everyone loved him. My full restore is the YouTube trim feature where I cut out the copyright song. That's how I full heal. What's crazy is, like, I feel like Mario Odyssey did that way better. Like, Jump Up Superstar was such a banger, and they didn't have to get some goofy, pay millions of dollars to some celebrity. Kirby had a few songs like that as well, that were absolute bangers, that didn't involve any overpaid celebrities. I don't mind Hop either. I think Hop is a bit overhated. I do understand why most people don't like him, but you're not really given a lot to work with in Gen 8. I don't know, Hop has a few little character beats, which is more than 60% of the other rivals in this franchise have. Honestly, I think how people rank Pokemon rivals is more divisive than how people rank generations in, like, starters. I've come to disagree more with people's rival tier lists than anything else. There's a few giveaways that if this rival is at the top of your list, no, disqualified. Instantly can't take this list seriously. Yeah, Hop and Leon's relationship could have been genuinely more interesting. I mean, Hao was hinted to have a relationship with, like, his father and obviously his grandfather. They always give us little breadcrumbs, chat, and never much more. I think that's why Scarlet and Violet stand out, because the character writing for Penny, Nimona, and Arven was some of the strongest that this franchise has ever had. Yeah, also, Hop has a bangin' theme. I love when he gets rid of his dub wool. I mean, I've constantly brought up, like, the rude rival. And then Chad is always like, well, I like to have somebody who's mean so I can want to beat them. I want to beat him just as even if they're the friendliest friend who ever friended. They don't have to be mean for me to want to beat them. In fact, beating down on Kieran in both Kitakami and Indigo Disc was super funny. I think Kieran might be the best case of that. Somebody who was super sweet and then became jaded and angry. I really like Kieran. And the fact that Kieran actually got a change in his design, I think is also something that went a long way for his character. Like, you actually got to see this character grow and have a different look in between the DLCs. I don't know, and it's sad because in a way we're kind of the villain. We took Ogerpon away from him. You understand why he's so frustrated. We rescued Ogerpon. That moment where Terapagos turns to walk towards the player character is great. And Kieran, like, snaps, dude. You're watching this character see main character syndrome in real life. Or in Pokemon game real life. We kicked his ass and took his dog. It's true. Yeah, Kieran, him having Incineroar on his team is one of my favorite little, like, show don't tell things on somebody's team I've ever seen. Of course Kieran would put Incineroar on his team. Like, mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful game design choice there. Of course he would have Incin. Yeah, Kieran loves Smogon. He would. He absolutely would. I think that final part with Terapagos could have been much better paced, longer, and way better. But, you know, we can't win them all. Yeah, I really like Kieran. Yeah, the fact that they actually programmed where he'll react if you bring out Ogerpon is great. What did he say? His dialogue is really funny too. He's like, "How dare you bring out the ogre?" You dare bring out the ogre here? They're gonna have a hard act to follow after this. People really like the cast of characters from Scarlet Violet, so they're gonna have a hard I hope we don't regress like we did from 7 into 8, where there's a cast of characters I really like in 7, and then what happened with 8, who knows. Also, that the end of the game in Scarlet Violet, when you travel with Arven, Nimona, and Penny, is genuinely really good. Like, why has it taken it this long outside of, like, tutorial, very short instances to have, like, a party with you? Yeah, yeah, that would have been great. That would have been neat if they were programmed to have, like, certain loops and schedules in the actual terrarium. Landorus Incarnate is actually the dominant Landorus in VGC right now. Who would have thought? Maybe because it's not your time Canadian, Tyler? Canadian time, my favorite time. Wooper is in most of these games. Wooper is not one of those Pokemon that typically gets left out. Thankfully. Xurkitree. I'm fine with the Ultra Beast skipping Scarlet and Violet, but I would like to see them come back soon. Yup, Incineroar right back on top, baby. The king has returned. Yeah, Bolt is great. I watched a match in the last thing they hosted, last VGC they hosted, and this guy, he had a great run. He was like undefeated almost until the very end. But he brought out Raging Bolt, and his opponent just had no way to deal with it. So they just got demolished by it. Good night, Zarok. Have a good one. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I thought Wake would have been more dominant, and it just wasn't. Incineroar probably legitimately is the king of VGC. I can't think of a better poster boy than Incin. My game, like, lagged a tiny bit there, so I got kind of excited, but no. It's not shiny. The Super Bowl of Pokemon battles has to be canceled. We gotta do it right now for reasons. You know what they should have done with Chairman Rose, chat, that I think would have been much better? For any Legend of Korra enjoyers out there, they should have made him like Varric. A businessman that's very friendly and seems cool, but is doing some shady shit behind the scenes. I always think of that scene where Varric, like, smirking at I think it was a Sami. He should have been like Varric. That could have worked. They could have been cooking. Ice type creep. I saw Aaron Cybertron was testing a team with Excadrill. Excadrill is a good counter to Raging Bolt. I'd love to see the return of Excadrill. They should have given Excadrill a Paradox. Could have been, yeah. She could have done the thing. Also, he was using Okidogi. I would love to see Dogi win a tournament. That'd be very funny. Too bad, Monkey Dory and Pheasantipity are big garbage. They really don't feel like legendaries. They're like imposters. They're imposter legendaries. If you're thinking about trying out VGC, I recommend finding a team that you like and doing a rental. Find a good rental team you like and learn the rental team. Yeah, or watch some of the VGC streams. They're all logged on the Pokemon YouTube channel. Take a look at what people are using. They also always go over, like, which Pokemon are in the highest % of usage. So, like, Fluttermane, Raging Bolt, Urshifu, etc. I think the way they do VGC events now is really nice. The casters all seem to know what they're talking about. Things are thoroughly explained. Good set design. If you're looking for a good VGC player to follow, I would recommend Aaron. So what's his YouTube? Cybertron VGC? Aaron has a lot of passion and knowledge for the game. A lot of VGC content is like gimmick teams, and I don't know if that's very helpful for people trying to learn the game. Like, I don't know if anybody's gonna succeed bringing like Sudowoodo to VGC. I don't know, Wolf stuff is too like big time. I prefer much more personal, like, analysis, like Aaron does. Instead of, wow, look at this big bombastic thing, and I'm making millions of dollars. Look, it's popular streamer lady and popular streamer man. They're playing a Pokemon tournament. Yeah, more YouTuber. That's a good way of putting it. I know the guy's a great player, but I don't care for his content. I'll say that. There you go. Also, his videos are usually over an hour, and I like that. I love long, comfy videos. That's my jam. That's my jam. It definitely is not anymore. It definitely is not anymore. All the Pogo streams I see are usually competitive. Do people enjoy watching competitive Pogo? Most Pokemon content creators aren't for you. Relatable. Relatable. Pogo looks boring. Fair. Yeah, I feel like he's always been the most well-known VGC player. It's impossible to watch any sort of Pokemon VGC event without "Where's Wolfie?" I've watched some competitive Pogo. Because here's the thing, when they do events, Pogo comes on first. Whenever they do live events, Pogo is always the first to boot up, and then it's VG, and then it's TCG. So usually I'm stuck watching Pogo for a little bit before VGC goes up. I don't know, the announcers try their best. Or the commentators. All the commentators they hire do a good job. Crappy mobile games. So what's the difference? Haha! Hey. We're almost at 2069, chat. Almost. I've watched some TCG too. It's funny, I've had cards since like day one, but I always played Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the show is about the card game, so that's how you learn to play the card game, but the Pokemon card game, I never really played. More of a collector. I learned a little bit from that. Y'all remember the little animated short with the girl and the Oddish? That was cute. I wish Pokemon would keep doing more fun, charming little animations like that. Oh yeah, modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! Absolutely is more complex. I was talking about OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when, you know, not even the rules in the show made any sense. Yeah, how did we never get any sequels to the TCG game on the Game Boy? They didn't even bring 2 over here. I think that's Japanese only. That has that, one of my favorite promos is in the Japanese only sequel to the TCG game. It's the Dragonite. I want that card so bad. Yeah, we're getting the pack opening TCG game soon, chat. Can't wait to open my 2 free packs a day. Yippee. That's another game we're gonna have to hear about in the presents. We're gonna have to sit through Pogo. We're gonna have to sit through Unite. We're gonna have to sit through Masters. We're gonna have to sit through Cafe. We're gonna have to sit through Sleep. And then we're gonna have to sit through this new TCG game. That's 6! We're gonna have to get through 6 new mobile games for presents in the future. Oh my god. It's so over. It's so over. It's never been more over. I'm so sad we didn't get a mystery dungeon this year, chat. Holographic cards that will vanish when the server shut down. Yeah, no kidding. Enjoy your PNGs, losers. Pulls the plug. Yeah, I'll check out the mobile, the TCG thing. I'll check it out. I have more interest in something like that over, like, Pokemon Sleep. Sounds like NFTs. Oh no. A lot of work goes into creating one of those 3D scenes. Yeah, I'm interested to see, like... Is that gonna be something I want to look at more than once? Like, it's neat. Definitely a lot of hard artistic work goes into it. I can't deny that. I mean, a lot of artistic work goes into just the regular trading card game. The art they have now is stunning. Like, I always will have a soft spot for, like, Nidoran male in front of a stock image back in base set. Oh, it's Sugimori art in front of a Windows stock image from 1998. But a lot of the art they've had recently is gorgeous. Way better than, like, Gen 7 era, Gen 6 era. I would have liked a new mystery dungeon, because it's been many gens since we've had one. A new mystery dungeon with Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, and all the other starters that have never been in a mystery dungeon game. Okay, the fact that the game is in morning now is messing me up. I don't know, maybe the Rush Duel-esque mode they'll have where you can play the game but condensed. Maybe that'll be fun. Maybe I'll actually want to learn the trading card game. Who knows? I'm glad they didn't announce another $400 nostalgia bait box this year. I saw that collection box for $200 and some odd dollars. Like, it retailed for $400 and it's already dropping that much. And what's crazy is it's still not worth it. $400. This isn't Magic the Gathering. I mean, even Yu-Gi-Oh! Has done, like, buy our Metal Blue Eyes White Dragon card in a briefcase for $500. No thanks, fellas. Polite decline. The Digimon card game has a lot of really cool art. Cards are so expensive, though. It's like, It's hard to want to keep up with many different card games because it's just so expensive. They're making another Neopets card game, chat. Like, I can't do it anymore. I actually cannot do it anymore. It's Mamma Mia. Also, it kind of doesn't look very good. I don't know. Can you use the bicycle here? Let me test. Oh, you can in fact use the bicycle. Ooh, your outfit in this game. Yeah, you can use the bike. I guess I've never bothered. I hope they bring back the roller skates for PLZA and they're like really cool. Ugh, it feels so clunky to use your bike in this game. I have not been a fan of the bike designs in either Sword and Shield or this game. Flame decals? Now that would be sick. Yeah, it feels like sludge. Controlling the bicycle in this game feels awful. Ugh. And the way you just suddenly come to a stop. Look at that. That's terrible. Oh man, this is a video game of all time. This is a video game. Thank God I don't have to turn this game off to get Shaymin. Unlike Arceus. Also, speaking of Arceus, chat, we beat Pokemon Conquest yesterday. Talk about a game of all time. The full I made a playlist of every part if you want to see me trudge through Pokemon Conquest. Total refusal to make adaptations to change a DS. Yeah, it's like actually insane. Yeah, you can go faster. What a weird sound effect. It doesn't sound like gears changing. The fact that they just were like, yep, let's just make Diamond and Pearl all over again with barely any changes. Crazy. Let's not bring in all the good changes from Platinum. Just make Diamond and Pearl again. Yay! I mean, you're not missing much not playing Diamond and Pearl, but Platinum is the best version of Sinnoh. IMO. I loved the outfits from Platinum, too. Alakazam is always hopping. always giving me an extra dialogue box that I gotta click through. Yeah, Platinum's one of the more expensive ones. Really a shame. Again, if you ever feel like emulating, it emulates pretty well. But if you want to buy the actual cartridge, yikes. It's almost like in a down year for Pokemon. They should have had some games be on NSO or sell as digital copies. That would have been crazy. I want to know why won't they do it? What is their excuse? Why won't they do it? Especially in a down year. Like, are they like, well, we really gotta sell more copies of Scarlet and Violet? Like, just from a business perspective, it's kind of mind-boggling. Ethereum. That sounds like some sort of substance an evil bad guy in a Marvel movie needs to steal. Yeah, if you know what would be great? In a perfect timeline, chat, they would have just re-released Black and White and Black and White too. Like, do they think kids won't get that there's like no fairy types? I don't know. I don't understand the logic behind it. And what about other games like the pinball games? They did Stadium where you can't even connect your Pokemon Yellow, Red, or Blue. That they won't do like Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire? What is going on? Yeah, there's tons. What about like... There's actually so many. I mean, NSO sucks in within itself, but that's a Nintendo problem. Talk about emulating. Nintendo wants me to pay extra money on my subscription to have the privilege to play their ROM of Ocarina of Time. Like, no thanks. Yeah, NSO is barren. What an awful... I hate paying for this service. Paying for it now, it just feels bad. Like, I feel like I'm getting ripped off. What do I really get? Other than, like, wow, they're letting me go online. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for giving me this service that I didn't have to pay for not that long ago. Yeah, it's just a drip feed, exactly. Here's one game from the 80s per month. Wow. Yippee. I'll try to contain my excitement. Like, what have they even added recently? I can't even think of any NSO offerings lately. Price hike is not worth it. Yeah, it's like, everybody wants to raise the prices of their subscriptions, and it's like, for what? Offering me even less now? Yeah, if I didn't have to go online to play Pokemon, I would not pay for it. The Switch has always just been... I don't know what they're doing. They had it figured out with the Wii. What went wrong? Subscription-based stuff is just a cancer. Everything has to be a subscription. Everything has to be lended. I want to own this. Let me pay for a copy of Ocarina of Time. I don't want to be forced to use your subscription. I would so rather pay... Like, I can't even remember how much Ocarina was for the Wii. The Wii was a great console. What happened? I mean, I like the Switch, but... Oh man, I'm so glad I stopped paying for Pokemon Home. Talk about getting robbed. Yeah, exactly. We already pay for our internet. Exactly. Pokemon Home should be included with your NSO subscription. It should be included. It should be packaged in. Why is it not? It's just Game Freak getting money off of their most devoted fans. Nobody ever talks about it. Like, I never see people bring up how predatory Home is. No, not a peep about it, ever. Pokemon Home should be included with the cost of buying our Pokemon games. Yeah, no kidding. It's like you have to pay for the privilege of storing your pixels. Awesome. You like my voice, thanks. Home isn't even like... You know what had soul? You know what had spice, personality? Pokemon Box. Pokemon Home is just... I kind of hate their, like, Wi-Fi blue-green aesthetic that they go for. It's very soulless. It feels corporate. You're paying for features that were removed from the mainline game, such as Mass Delete? Yeah, you're right, Justin. Mass Delete should be in every Pokemon game, period. The fact that it's not in Scarlet and Violet is... I'm trying to think of a word to properly describe. Trash, garbage, bad, unacceptable. Take your pick. Yeah, moronic. Yeah, Pokemon Home is a slog to use. It's sauceless. Its UI is bad. Its artwork is ugly. Like, does anybody really love the rubbery looking models in Pokemon Home? And then they make you pay for it. They make you pay for it on top of it all. And they only allow you to have one freebie. Like, it's just so cheap. This company brings in billions of dollars. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, and they're nickel and diming the fuck out of you. Like, this is like a Disney Corporation thing. This is Genie Plus, but for Pokemon. What's up, Silver? And people pay for it because people want to store their Pokemon. It's messed up. It's sick and twisted. It's taking advantage of some of their biggest fans that just want to be able to store their Pokemon. I don't know, there's something just sinister about it. It's like, you want to be friends with your Pokemon, right? We love promoting friendship with Pokemon, but also pay us $15 for the privilege to be able to sort them and store them all in one place. You want to pay to have your friends in one place, right? Like... Ugh. Yeah, even the sorting is clunky. It's incredible how it just... Like, it feels bad in Scarlet and Violet, and let's not forget how badly the boxes loaded on launch. I still don't think they load very fast. It's better, but it's not... Like, when I go and play Sword and Shield again, it's like, wow. This is so much better to use and organize my boxes. What happened? In PLA, it's pretty... It's fine in PLA, too, and you can do mass release in PLA. Like, what is happening? I can't think of the last good giveaway in Home. The last time I used Home was for Dex completing an Indigo disc. I went on GTS and got Snivy and Tepig traded to me. So I could complete my Dex for Indigo disc, and that's it. Yeah, it's basically just dead. I don't know, it's just so... It really just sucks. It's a massive bummer. It's just a big bummer. Yeah, how long ago was that? Yeah, if they hosted regular things on there and it wasn't so bare bones, like, maybe we could have a conversation, but that's not the case. So I don't know. They've never been good with gifts. That is mostly true. Every time they announce some sort of gift Pokemon, like they announced Sprigatito, Lico's Sprigatito. Without fail, every time they do, I see Joe Cerebi on my timeline being like, wow, I can't believe they're not giving away a shiny mythical. I've seen that man complain about people complaining over giveaways more than I've ever seen actual complaints from people. He literally just did it again for the Sprigatito. And Twitter always shows me. I don't even follow the guy, but Twitter knows. Here's your tweet about Joe complaining about the complainers again. TPCI apologist. The evil TPCI. Don't want other people, characters, Pokemon, and giveaways. I agree. I always ignore... Like, what do I care about Lico's Sprigatito? Has anybody watched the Horizons dub? I think I've asked this a few times. Is it any good? Has anybody watched it? Hold that thought, chat. I gotta get up and get some water real quick. You haven't seen the dub? I haven't really seen anybody talk about it. I mean, maybe because it aired like a year after the show came out. Maybe because it aired like a year into the show's existence. Yeah, exactly. You ever just get the most random thing stuck in your head? There's this funny TikTok of a grandma holding a little kitten, and she goes, "My beautiful baby Gizmo." It is a very cute cat. Gizmo is in fact a cute cat. But I've just had that is stuck in my head. My beautiful baby Gizmo. Why is Gizmo such a common name for pets? I've known like 3 people that have had a pet named Gizmo. Gizmo is Gremlins for you. Miss when they gave away mythicals. Yeah, I feel like it's fine to not be happy with giveaways.
Welcome back.
Oh my god, Justin with the 50 months. That's a lot of boopers that aren't gonna fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. Okay, we're good. 30. Okay, we're good. 40. Okay, we're good. That's the maximum. That's the maximum booper limit. But thanks for the 50 months. I appreciate it. All right. Another Clover. Another Booper. Another Clover for Booper. Overused bland pet names. Luna, Loki, Bella, Daisy. Yeah, I Luna, definitely. Jet is cool. Makes me think of Avatar. The maximum booper has been achieved. Mochi? Yeah, I've heard mochi a lot too. I've also heard mochi a lot. Sunshine? That's cute. If you have a hedgehog, then Sonic. Hedgehogs seem like they'd be difficult pets. Appropriate topic, considering I'm shiny hunting Shaymin. Who has a dog named Growlithe. Man, you could pick from a lot of dog Pokemon. You have a big selection you could choose from. You think anybody has a dog named Mabostiff? She was always terrified. Are hedgehogs nocturnal? A lot of the big, cute, popular pets are nocturnal, which makes them awful pets unless you're a night owl. Yeah, Growlithe kind of is a mouthful. Milo from Atlantis? That's cute, too. My dog I had growing up, her name was Coco. You'll never guess. She was brown. $21. No. Yeah, I did rebrand Wholesome into, Pets, if anybody cares to post there. 2122? Phil of the Future came from. That's a deep cut. That is a deep cut. Phil of the future. Na, 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 na. Chat, speaking of kid shows, I saw the most cursed thing today. I watched it and I was like, is this some sort of like parody? At first I thought it was a porn parody. It looked like that. It looked like the most janky, weird animation. And it was apparently from a fairly odd... It was real. Crocker got arrested and was thrown into fairy jail. It was the most unsettling thing I've ever seen, and apparently it was real. Somebody was paid to animate that. Did not like that. Kinda crazy to see how far Fairly Odd Parents fell off a cliff. Here, I can link it if you're curious, chat. Tell me that it looks like a fan-made animation. It does not look like it came from a Nickelodeon studio. Here, I'll link it in YouTube as well. if anyone would, like, it just doesn't look real. Rewatching Avatar is in the original show or the live action version? The OG. Tyler and I rewatched Avatar 2 years ago? It's one of those shows that's really rewatchable. It looks disgusting. That's a good way to describe it. Disgusting. $21, $28? Or this is 27. Getting ahead of myself. Getting ahead of myself. You cringe while you were— yeah, it's just something's just not right. There's something not right about it. Also, what, did Jurgen get a new voice actor? He does not sound right. Crocker sounds the same, but Jurgen did not sound correct. What's a really good underrated TV show? Shaolin Showdown. Shaolin Showdown, that's my goat right there. What kids animated shows are even airing that are like action focused? There was a lot of those back during Avatar's peak, and then studio executives said they don't make enough money, so they changed it. Yeah, Shaolin Showdown is goated. Camp Laszlo. I enjoyed Camp Laszlo. Yeah, Kids WB, man. Kids WB was the best. With Patrick Ward. Was it the one where he showed up at, like, Epcot, Justin? Because I just saw a video where he showed up at, like, Soarin' or something. I don't know if it was in Lander World. It was, okay. I'm like, wait a second. I just saw Patrick Warburton in a video, too. He's fucking bald. Well, I mean... How old is the guy? He's been voice acting for so long. In Between the Lions? Yeah, I remember that one. Was that a Henson production? That had a lot of puppets. Kronk is one of the best Disney characters. Apparently he's a rare character at Disney World and Land. They had like a Disney Channel throwback night, and they had some experiments from the Stitch show, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know they made mascot costumes of some of those. Like, I knew they made, obviously, Stitch and Angel, but they had Reuben. Like, I would go crazy if I saw my boy Ruben. Repossessed his hair plugs. Sir, those are coming with me. Patrick Warburton hair conspiracy threads. What did you find? What? How much is there to conspiracy about a guy's hairline? Ooh, the type null hunt? Jeez. I have not. Getting hair implants seems very unpleasant. You're doing it right now? Ooh, good luck. Yeah, I'm gonna need type Nolan Savali at some point. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need Nolan Savali at one point. Wait, are you referring to me? No. That would be, absolutely tragic. I said it looks unpleasant. I've seen pictures of it on, like, what's that phobia of holes called? Like, tryptophobia or something like that? Ugh. That makes my skin crawl. The worst is like that lotus plant that has like the holes in the seed. Makes me want to rip my flesh off. Gross. Sometimes they sell those in like stores too, and I have to see them in stores. It's like, oh, this is vile. Yeah, I have the same feeling. I want to destroy it. That's so weird. Like, it makes me want to, like, take a sledgehammer to it. Yeah, I don't even know how the type null hunt works. Maybe if we ever get to Pokemon Legends, whatever, Sun and Moon. If they don't lock Null or Savali. What shiny should you hunt for now? Do you have Execute? Or Executor? Either Alolan or Cantonian? and destroy the whole thing. Relatable. Yeah, I don't know what ingrained in our human brains makes us do that. Oh, you made it to Victory Road in Kalos? Nice. Yeah, everybody's playing through Gen 6 again. You don't miss having to use HMs. I don't know. I don't mind HMs in a lot of older gens. Like in Gen 1, it's whatever. I'm trying to get Tyler to race me in Gen 6 chat. He doesn't want to play Gen 6 again. Gen 6 race! Things like defog and flash can be annoying, but I don't typically mind like strength and cut, surf, waterfall. HMs got worse than when they started to add more than what Gen 1 had. I agree. Gen 4 is when they really started slipping this off the slope. Like, defog, garbage. Rock climb, garbage. It's like they wanted to have more you'd be able to explore more with, like, rock climb, but it just was never felt like it was worth it. What's the worst HM, chat? What is your personal least favorite HM? Gen 6 Nuzlocke. That's evil, Tyler. Rock Smash. 2 for Rock Smash. Defog or Flash. Rock Climb. Cut. Whirlpool is pretty bad, yeah. I mean, yeah, even Gen 2. Whirlpool is not great. A lot of HM moves are just unusable. Is the problem. Like, you never want to have Cut on your main guy, because Cut is just bad. Sandwich for Execute? Probably Psychic, right? Because Grass would spawn a lot more. Yeah, Rock Climb was slow to use, too. And then what? You'd go up one... You would use Rock Climb, you'd get, like, one narrow corridor, and you'd get, like, a shitty TM. Like, it was never worth it. It was never worth it. Cut is one of those things where it's like... First of all, why would somebody like Surge have a cut tree in front of his gym? That's just bad business. That's just bad business right there, sir. But second of all, it's like, you can't just like go around. I don't know. I know it's video game logic, but at the same time, at least as a kid, I always remember thinking, just literally like walk around it. Yeah, Surf is good. Waterfall is good, especially Gen 4 and onward. Yeah, the fact that they put a cut tree in front of Surge's gym because they want you to go on the SSN first is really funny. Like, Surge, my man, that's just bad business. Also, Surge's gym is garbage. That gym puzzle is a good contender for one of the worst ones in the whole franchise. Yeah, strength I've never minded either. I actually like strength puzzles, chat. I don't know, is that a hot take? Like, especially Gen 3. Gen 3 had a lot of strength puzzles that I enjoy solving. I like puzzles! I wish these games had more puzzles. It would be nice. Yeah, I've never minded having strength on somebody. Also, the original the animation for strength in Gen 2 where that rock gets... I love that rock. It's like a flat rock. I can think of the exact sound effect and the animation in my head. Boom, 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 like, oh, that's great. Getting through Scarlet, yeah. Scarlet and Violet, man. What's harder than empty fields filled with nothing? Enjoying Kalos. Kalos is as far as like a region goes, I think there's a lot on offer there. It's the story and the characters that really fall flat. Speaking of Mudkip chat, the Pokemon Go Twitter tweeted out some pictures of Community Day, and there's a girl holding a Mudkip plush and they censored it. The Mudkip was censored. Why did they censor it? They're shutting our man Mudkip down, chat. They're silencing him. Censorship? That cracked me up. There's just a girl holding a Mudkip plush and they censored it. It looked official. I recognized even through the blur, I could see what Mudkip plush she was holding, and I believe it's real. That cracked me up. Let me see if I can find it, chat. I bet I can. Hold on. Yep. Look at the last picture. And look at the little ginger girl holding the Mudkip. They censored it. Why did they censor it? That is so funny. That's so funny. Like, they censored brands, I guess? And then this one random girl's Mudkip. Why did they do that to our boy? That is hysterical. They're protecting his identity. Mudkip is in witness protection. Yeah, Mudkip was a pal. They thought it was Grisbolt. That's very funny. A third-party contractor to handle some of the social media censorship. You're probably right. I don't know, I'd like to think maybe some social media intern did it to be funny. Because it certainly got a laugh out of me. Just randomly censored Mudkip. Mudkip is the most illegal starter. They censored the whole damn thing, too. No Finn left uncensored. Man, if you work at Niantic and you don't know who Mudkip is... I don't know, it's like a kid holding a plushie. You really need to take Big Mudkip down. Is a common meme. Yeah, maybe some social media intern just did it to get a laugh, to get some extra interaction. Cause like the very first reply to that tweet is somebody posting a picture of it. It's like a Poketuber saying a Pokemon's name incorrectly to get engagement. Maybe we're bamboozled. That's very funny though. They're taking down Big Kip. Do any of you go out for community day? Are there like... Have you ever gone and done like pogo stuff with a big group? Yeah, we've only ever played with each other, Tyler. You still do? That's cool. Multiple groups of people. I would have a social anxiety grip on me. I'd be too scared to approach. Pogo was alive, you used to. Because your girlfriend started playing. I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that. And they nod at you because they know. I remember when Pogo first came out, seeing like people on their phones, and it's like, are they, you know? You did 27 and none were shiny? That's awful. That's terrible. Wow, got to level 40 that quick? Impressive. I still can't believe you can finally change your character's hair and like body size. 8 years later, chat, they finally did it. Yeah, about time. 8 years later. I can't remember if I have Kyogre. I think I have Kyogre shiny in Pogo. I can't remember if it's Kyogre or Gordon. I have a few Rayquazas. I don't know, I don't keep track of my Pogo shinies. In my living decks, they are excluded. Why it spurred you. I remember when Pogo first came out and when they started doing legendary raids. This was before remote raids existed, of course. I was so obsessed with wanting to get Lugia shiny because they just released Lugia. I had a dream about it. I remember I had like a dream about doing a Lugia shiny raid. The struggle of SR for different colored pixels. Real. Real. Your Pogo heavy raiders. Oh yeah, my two Tyrannotars I love. Every time I think about Pogo, I think about them. I would always use T-Tar and I would always use Machamp. Don't count any of your Pogo shinies, nor do I. I have dreams about the things they wanted. I wanted that shiny Lugia. And I don't think I got it because that was before remote raids existed. So unless I got lucky, it was very hard to find a raid with actual people in it. The pictures on the community post look so damn awkward. Community! Yay! Niantic's like, thanks for going out and walking around so we can sell your data. Visa sponsorship. I remember the first Go Fest that Pogo did and Hanky got on stage and everybody was like booing like it was Roger Goodell on draft day. They don't even have those guys like do that anymore. I wonder why. Well, golly gee, I wonder why. Yeah, people were hardcore booing. Wasn't the first, like, few Go Fests a disaster because they didn't have enough service, so people could not connect? They were getting, like, no signal. Mr. Niantic himself. Mr. John Niantic. I don't actually know how to say that guy's name. Is it Hanky? Hank? My favorite John fact, though, is that he had one of the early interviews with him when Pogo first got popular or came out. He had like a Tentacruel as his best buddy. I just think that's kind of funny. On one hand, I don't think this guy knows a single fucking thing about Pokemon, but on the other hand, like, yeah, Tentacruel rules. Oh, man. Go Fest World a few years ago with the weird sphere. You and I watched that, Tyler. Wow, that just brought back, like, a memory. I remember watching that with you, right? And you would, like, wait for them to... They were, like, raids, so you'd wait for the egg to hatch. Jeez, that's a blast from the past. Here's a question, though. Obviously, they had to be working on the new character models and hairstyles and stuff. Why didn't they reveal that in the Pokemon Presents? Why weren't they like, hey, so a lot of you would probably drop Pogo, but here, look at this. You can now customize your trainer further. Why wasn't that shown in the Pokemon Presents? That would have been a great time to promote that. A lot of people probably don't even realize that that update was pushed through. God, they don't make any sense. That would have been the perfect time to show that. Yeah, they could have been like, look at this. We're gonna push this out later. Get excited for it. Niantic and TPCI don't get along well. That could be the case. Who knows? How much control does Game Freak have over the game? How does Niantic choose what new Pokemon get added, what new features get added? I want to know the pay cut. I still remember Pokemon Go before it was ever Pokemon Go, that April Fool's Day Pokemon thing that Google did. That's crazy that that would become such a massive thing. I remember thinking that was so cool. The fact that they skipped Gen 8 starters to go to 9 will never not be funny to me, chat. It will never not make me crack up. Like, sorry fellas, we got a newer generation we've got to move on to. We'll get to you guys some other time. Did Niantic ever launch, what was it called? Peridot? Didn't they have their own, like, original monster game that they were trying to push? Did that even come out? I haven't seen anything about it. Oh, to answer your question, Tyler, maybe I put Meganium on my team because I used it to get my decks completed for Indigo Disc. I did get into BDSP and take a few Pokemon out for dex completion. Maybe that's why. Because before I unlocked all the Blueberry Point stuff, I didn't have any of the starter outbreaks, so to complete my decks, I had to trade old ones. That's probably what I did. And then, of course, this is Gen 4, so Tepig and Snivy I had to get from GTS. If Mega Alakazam is in PLZA, maybe I'll use it. Alakazam's gotta be one of my most used Pokemon. I'm already like, I want to use it again. Welcome back, friend of the stream, Alakazam. Never got your Dex complete in BDSP? It really isn't worth it. If you have absolutely nothing to do with your time, then sure. But, man, it really isn't worth it. I didn't even find it satisfying. Like, I enjoyed checking off. Like, when I start to get to the end of a Pokedex for the past few gens, I make a physical list for myself, and I like to cross them off, and I find that satisfying. This was not satisfying to complete. This just felt like a slog. There's so many friendship evolutions in BDSP. Yeah, the shiny charm only affects eggs. Which... wow. I really didn't mind completing the Dex in PLA. Although several people have said that they did not enjoy it in chat, so I don't know. Imagine having different opinions. Shinies show up everywhere. Most streams I have done Outbreak shiny hunting, I have probably gotten a random shiny that I wasn't looking for. That happens a lot. Yeah, you think they could make a change like that, Cacturn, but they were like, nope. Which is even funnier because I hatched a full odds Gligar in this game, chat. I was just doing it for Dex completion and I just... Ugh, this UI is... See, this is what I mean, chat. This, like, blue-green color that they use for so much, I hate it. It's like the old, like, GTS colors. I really don't like them. I don't like that color palette. Hey, check out all the skitties I caught. All the Totodile eggs that I know are not shiny. I like this old school wallpaper, but it makes seeing your actual Pokemon kind of difficult. I wish they had like a outline or a drop shadow. Where the hell are my guys? Where are my guys? Hello? That's pretty cool. They all... What if Cyrus looked like a FNAF character? Her. Yeah. What could have been? Oh, Tina. Tina. Oh, here they are. They don't show up shiny, so I was like, what are these? So I hatched a Gligar. There's my Absol that used Perish Song, so I had to catch it in a... I had to catch it in a Master Ball. Yes! It's Chingling! The final Bab for Bab Quest. Zongoose. Hot. Shout out to the Hoppip line. Underrated. Jumpluff's line is so underrated. There's Fione. I kind of like the yellow gem, honestly. I think Fione might have a better shiny than Manaphy, which should be illegal. There's Pachi. I forgot I got this. Pooch. I have so many of these in Scarlet and Violet. I have, like... so many of these in Scarlet and Violet. Here's the Pidgey line, chat. It's got that elusive baby puke green color. Excellent. Okay, Pidgeot's is better. Yeah, Pidgey's is awful. Firo Nation, rise up. Oh man, my dear friend Skitty doesn't have a great shiny either. Delcatty's is okay. And that's it. Those are the last shinies I got in this game. Alright, let's get to 2200 chat and I'll call it. Maybe we could do like Shaymin Sunday or something. I don't know, is this enjoyable to watch, chat? I feel like people are not into outbreaks, at least that's what viewership would suggest. So I'm trying to figure out what works. I don't know, maybe if I had 16 more shiny hunts up right now, I would have more viewers. Yes, you like it? Okay, good. It appeared in gold before you had Pokeballs? That's so tragic. I need a second Switch. Switches are still expensive. Also, I do not have the room on my desk for multiple consoles. What Pokeball will I catch Shaymin in? That's a great question. What are your suggestions, chat? I feel like Premier? Question mark? See, we need better green Pokeballs. Nest, I don't feel like matches. Friend Ball? Are those even in this game? I don't even remember. Switch Lite would absolutely not be helpful, considering I couldn't, wouldn't be able to record it. I would have to go back to the old school YouTube method of filming the screen with a camera. Let's see, what do I even have? I have 3 love balls. I know exactly where I got those from. Okay, so they're in the game, but I'd have to trade for them. I have 75 premieres. Arceus is an easy one. Arceus will be Lux. I think Shaymin's catch rate is not bad. Shaymin doesn't have a nasty catch rate. I have Executor and Banette in the party for Arceus. They're a last-ditch effort in case Arceus starts struggling. In case anyone was curious. They're not really here for Shaymin. They're backup for Arceus. I have seen people fail Arceus. I think I would cry if that happened. You don't mind if you would film the screen? That's so clunky though. I would mind. That would bother me. Also, I'd have to probably use my phone for that. Yeah, I think Arceus does have a low catch rate. And I don't remember what Darkrai's is. I'm at 321 for Arceus. Why did I end at 321? I don't remember the lore behind that. Darkrai is at 625 and Shaymin is... well, you can see the number on screen. Shaymin's the easiest of the three. I can just go forwards and backwards. The other two, I gotta turn the switch off, and that's a lot less fun. That is a lot less fun. Do you like Shaymin chat or Shaymin Sky more? Shaymin's 45, Darkrai is 3, and Arceus is 3. Oh, mamma mia. Shaymin Sky, regular Shaymin. I really like both, but I have a lot of nostalgia for Sky. I have a Pokédoll of Sky. For ground Shaymin. I don't think there's a wrong answer. They're both good. I like Haj Shaymin and I like Wing. What is Shaymin Sky supposed to be? Is that an animal of some sort? Or some sort of like mythical creature? Why are we here? Just to suffer. Relatable. A reindeer dog? It's Olive! Shaymin Sky is Olive. Ooh, I hope you get it before 1K, Braylon. I hope it shows up before 1,000. Anytime you go over 1,000 in eggs, it's sad. It doesn't feel good. Really ugly. Aren't they like on 2 legs? Aren't they like little people? But they're cats? Wow, that's a sentence. Salazzle. Alright, chat, if you had 5 shots to get a shiny little hedgehog on the greenest of days, would you take them? Or would you walk away? Makes my skin crawl. Clover Booper, please bless these little hedgehogs. Bow, 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 bow.
Welcome back.
Hey, Aura with the 44 months. That's a lot of months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Thank you. Welcome back. All right, one more Clover on the Booper for old time's sake. Look at all those sips. The Booper Brigade. Also, serious question though, why is it always Smoochum? I have opened up every time I have ever shiny hunted Shaymin, it is always Smoochum. Like, what's going on? Is it broken? Like, there's some shinies I could get in this game besides the 3 mythicals that I could add to my list. But they gotta give me something better than Smoochum. Yeah, why isn't it re-rolling? Do I have to go talk to somebody? I don't remember it being like that before. Sand Gem. That's a... What kind of goofy name? I live in Sand Gem. I wish I could fly back here. That's the problem. Getting to all 3 of these mythicals is a pain in the ass. I have to cut through Victory Road to get up here. Man, the worst HM. Fly could have been so much better than it actually was. I don't know, I would do more swarms in this game. If it would give me something other than Smoochum, even if getting back here is a pain in the butt. Is that really something I need to do, Tyler? I've wondered this. Why is it always Smoochum? Like, it might be my favorite baby, but I don't need it shiny. Alright. Here we go. 2200. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny. You know what, chat? Let's get 2222. Let's end on a more satisfying number. What's up, lemons? Yoon-oon. I can't get over the static flowers. Like, the grass doesn't move, the flowers don't move. There's no animation. It's just a box of emptiness. It's just a static box of nothing. The flowers move in the overworld, but they don't move in battle. Can you never revisit this area? No, I think you can keep coming back here. This water texture, it looks like a pool. Like, we're supposed to be in the middle of the ocean, and it looks like somebody's chlorine pool. I hate that. I really don't like the affection mechanics. I really wish they would get rid of them. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were the first Pokemon games I ever skipped. And years later, going back and playing them, I was so valid for that. this looks like such a mobile game. This does not look like a $60 console game. Not playing Ultra Solidarity. Nice. Good night, Shadow Wolf. Have a good one. It looks like plastic. It's just so, like, it's cheap. Its art style gives me the ick. I'm not looking forward to Z moves coming back whenever we get our eventual Pokemon Legends Sun and Moon game. I can't imagine they're gonna be, like, vastly improved over the OG. Like, we're still gonna see Xerneas's, like, T-posed model flying through the sky the same way it did in Sun and Moon. Pokemon Legends Stars. No more S games! PLS. Pokemon Legends Stars. Plus make a good game. They let you keep Mega Evolution on? I can't imagine they'd fundamentally change it that much, would they? I mean, PLA didn't even have items. How are they gonna handle Keystones and Garchomp Knight? Dragonite Knight. Hopefully the Mega Evolution animation will be cool. To resent Mega Evolution, no kidding. Sift through your bag of 50 stones. You're just collecting marbles at that point. Surprised I even got the event? I signed up day one for Oak's letter. First in line to get Oak's letter. Mega Dragonite for the meme. Dragonite Knight. They won't even care about that in Japanese. This is a track that could put you to sleep. $22.11. Gen 4's routes are so sauceless. $22.12. What are you posting that for, Tyler? What do you mean you disagree? Get out of here. Sinnoh is the most bland region. It's almost all just boring, green, bland areas, and then one awful snow area. And ugly rock climbing mountains. They've never been able to execute mountains correctly, chat. Never. I mean, Gen 1 is literally the first Pokemon game to ever exist. They made that shit on the Game Boy in like 97. Gen 1 will always get a pass for me for that. Also, Gen 1 fucking rules. Celadon City, goated. Saffron, great. Fuchsia City, Safari Zone, Bike Route, great stuff. Cinnabar Island? Cinnabar Island has more sauce than this entire fucking game. Gen 7 feels boxed in. Gen 7 could benefit from open world like no other gen, I'm telling ya. I don't know, Kanto feels like Japan, which is what it's meant to be. People just say shit about Gen 1, it's crazy. What part of Kanto is bland? All the routes have unique parts to them. There's unique trainers on different routes. There's a choice. You can go fight Koga, or you could go to Celadon or to Saffron. Gen 1 was ahead of its time, and nobody seems to ever fucking realize that. That's crazy. Gen 1 bad, cause first, old. Pokemon Red and Blue have not aged well. Says an 18-year-old who didn't even play the games. That's most Gen 1 criticism I see. It's always like some Zoomer that's like, actually, Gen 1 is bad because... like, they made the game in like 1996 for the Game Boy. And it became one of the biggest franchises on the face of the planet. I think they did pretty good with Gen 1. No, it's not. Sinnoh blows. Sinnoh is all like trees and grass. The most boring towns in existence are in Sinnoh. I am Sinnoh's biggest hater. Part of me delights in the fact that all the Sinnoh stands got this pile of slop for the remake. A sick and twisted part of me is glad. This is what you deserve. Yeah, nothing better than the blinding, awful snow routes, or the boring trees, or the blockade of Psyduck, and the bland beaches. Hey, I love Gen 3. I'm not dissing on Gen 3. Also, Sinnoh is really linear. Yes, it is. Sinnoh is super linear. You're paraded around the way the game wants you to go. You can't go to Sunny Shore early. You can't get past the Psyduck early. You have that god-awful route with Defog. This game's routes are like genuinely 100% ass. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue on Galar. I won't argue on Galar. This game is better in Platinum. Platinum is more interesting, but Diamond and Pearl are some of the worst games in the franchise. Platinum fixes some of it. It's the Smoochum are always in the same spot, too. Like, Mount Coronet is ass. I can't... Who would defend Mount Coronet? It's just a... Like, exactly like it says here. A maze. An unfun maze. Look at all this bland green forest area. Like, this part of the map with Heatran. Ugh. And then you have the bright, blinding awfulness of the snow area. Like, these cities are just all flops. I might give the Mine City some props, because we didn't have that before, but, like... Big cities like Saffron, Goldenrod, way better. Yeah, they absolutely went overboard with HMs in Gen 4. They're all over the place. They're a plague. This route right here, Route 210, good contender for one of the worst routes in the entire franchise. Celestic Town is just filled with boring old people and ugly statues. Eterna City is just worse Celadon. I do like the forest, but even then, something like Viridian I think is better. 209. What is this sound effect? Get my little character sprite, by the way. I didn't even notice. Spring Path. Look at this. What is this design here? Why did they put it over here? They're like, we need to make Shaymin's area a marathon. It needs to be a mile long, and it needs to be in Victory Road. Yeah, the routes have descriptions. Like, this area the resort area is so bad. It's not interesting. This ain't a resort I want to go to. I mean, of course they weren't going to put in the best thing in Platinum. You know, my boy Palmer. The Battle Frontier. Anything good from that. I'm looking at this map and trying to think of a single route that I find interesting. Twin Leaf. My friend's house. That's where my friend lives. Even as a child, I remember not loving Sinnoh's region. You're just nostalgia pilled, Tyler. You're sniffing that nostalgia copium. Boring. 3 and 5 have way better routes. What are you telling me? Most people do like the water routes in Hoenn, except if you're like IGN. There's actually a feeling of exploration in Hoenn, which is completely lost here. When did you become Gen 4's biggest defender, Taylor? Hoenn is Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, normally when I'm in the trenches fighting with chat, it's usually over Gen 2. My ultimate beloved gen. The beach route below Sunnyshore? Like, it's just a bunch of trainers and you can catch Chatot there. The most exciting thing is that you can see Chatot there. Like, this map is just boring! It's just mountains and green! You get to rebattle the gym leaders in Kalos? I don't remember doing that, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, this post-game island is dreadful. My favorite area in Pokemon is the survival area. The mountain, I guess, is one of the more interesting places in Sinnoh. I'll give Stark Mountain a little bit of credit. I do like Stark Mountain. But, like, the rest of this is just green grass, trees. Yippee! In the Battle Chateau. Yo, the Battle Chateau. I never really did much with the Battle Chateau. Maybe it's time to crack back into Gen 6 chat. I mean, for all of Gen 6 is the problems I have with Gen 6, I do feel like Kalos has a lot of unique locations. It's not just all grassy fields with trees. There's the swamp area with Goomy that I really like. There's that one area with all the delinquents, which is really cool, and there's, like, golden, like, hay, and Klefki is there. Kalos has a lot of really pretty locations. It isn't just endless routes of boring green grass. Like, nothing is more dull. The most dull area in this game. Bicycle lovers. Even the bicycle. I do like that you can go underneath Cycling Road. But you could do that in Gen 3. You could do that in Gen 3, so that's not a unique thing to Gen 4. I didn't even go to Fuego Ironworks as a kid. I didn't even realize it existed. Like, the Valley Windworks could have been cooler if they had, the wind turbines all over the place. I mean, I personally think it's too tucked out of the way. And that's bad game design. Like, I had no problem going to, like, in Mauville, Watson stands outside and he tells you to go investigate the power plant there. I hate the sound design. Romanus Park. There's my favorite place right there. There's my favorite place. Like, there's no more boring place in this game than the route with the daycare. The cowboy town, that ain't it. That ain't it. This. These are the worst routes in the game. I'll be right back, Shaymin. Don't you worry about it, friend. Oh, I forgot you fly on Star Raptor. This is so boring! It's just a dirt road! It's just a dirt road and grass. That is all this generation is. Dirt roads and grass. With little pitiful trees. Slopes that were done in Gen 3. Like, even their, like, spooky area is not as cool as, like, Lavender or Gen 3. Oh boy! Grass. Excuse me? Oh, hello. Zubat could genuinely be a bona fide member of Gen 4 with how much it shows up in this game. Almost like Team Galactic, a space team having nothing but bum poison types, is awful game design. Terrible choices. Never made a spooky area as good as Lavender Town? Wrong. Strange House in Black and White too. Yeah, why are they even called Galactic when all they use are poison Pokemon? Real. This is such a... like, all this game is. Green grass. Yep. Trees. Rain. Not as atmosphere... Where's the puddles? There's no puddles here. Where's the cool Gen 3 puzzles? Or puddles, not puzzles. Grass. Green. Why is Plasma called Plasma? It would make sense if, What's-his-face was leading the team instead of Getsus. Team Flare using Liepard and Dark types. They can't design decent evil teams to save their lives. They really can't. Yeah, and guess what? The swampy areas in this game, you get stuck in the mud, which is a dreadful mechanic. Absolutely ass mechanic. Just like getting stuck in the snow. More interesting than Gen 1. Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, free mud bath. Like, really exciting mechanics. This is a great contender for worst nursery in any Pokemon game. That Baneri is like electric sliding. Why is there like a blur? You notice at the top of the screen it's like blurred. I'll give it to Platinum for adding snow in areas and making it a bit more interesting, but Diamond and Pearl, like, no. I won't hear Diamond and Pearl out. I'll hear Platinum out a little bit, a tiny bit. A little baby bit. I'm not hearing Diamond and Pearl out. Oh, I love a good Pokemon argument, chat. They're great. I love vehemently defending opinions over this children's franchise. I mean, I did get to 2222 for Shaymin. We started at what, 1900? So that's a few good hundred there. Those two kids at the bottom of the town are so annoying. They are! They block you! It's a terrible route. Hatching eggs in this game is torture. Anyway, thanks for coming to my, Pokemon TED Talk. I mean, it's okay to be wrong, Cacturn, just like you are in this situation. Gen 4 is ass, and you're clearly looking at this game through your nostalgia goggles. But sure, it's fine. Worse than picnics? Okay, you got me, Braylon. You got me. Alright, alright. You got me. Hold on a second. You got me. Oh. Yeah, I definitely would be down to do more Shaymin, chat. I would definitely be down. I mean, I played through Gen 4 when I was a kid, too. This game came out, I remember buying Diamond and Pearl, and I was in, like, 6th grade? 7th grade? Most of these games I've played as a kid. I don't know what's happening anymore either, Midnight. At least it wasn't over Gen 2. At least it wasn't another Gen 2 spat. It's all in good fun, chat. Nothing. Feel free to like whatever you like. It's never serious here. I feel the need to say that. Feel free to like whatever you like. I'm not gonna... I'll debate you over it, but I won't stop you. Gen 2 is goated. International release dates? Yeah, remember the dark ages? Claire, worst gym leader, please. That actually kind of got me a little bit, Justin. Claire, get behind me. No, not Olympia. Oh, GG, Silver. I do enjoy Pokemon. Chatting Pokemon. It's fun. I mean, hey, that made 4 hours go by very quickly. I just went up and down the same path for 4 hours. It got nowhere. So, I do love a good Pokemon discussion. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Thanks for the follows and all the subs and the raids. I appreciate it. Happy Leif Erikson Day. Ring-a-ding-a-durkin. Did I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. I think Shiny Hunting Shaymin melted my brain. But yeah, we'll be back next week for more shiny hunting as per usual. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one, everybody. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day, Leif Erikson Day, and Booper is in your walls.